My pain. They're very serious symptoms of real problems, real illness.
What are her real problems?
She's my kitten.
Then, Steve come to us to set the record straight.
Well,
if it doesn't stop raining, I'm not doing anything.
this was a lightning storm. The stage actually got hit by lightning.
Okay, let's talk about the raising of the middle finger incident.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Access Hollywood starts right now.
Two big exclusive interviews. Hi, everybody. I'm Nancy O'Dell. And earlier today, I sat down with Britney Spears for a candid interview where she sets the record straight about her Mexico City concert fallout. We'll have that for you in just a few minutes. But first, a very emotional interview with Angelina Jolie's father, Jon Voight.
Nancy, Jon Voight called me and said, I need help. Voight told me he has been unable to get to his daughter, Angelina Jolie, and he is worried. Fact is, Jon hasn't had a meaningful conversation with his daughter in more than a year. As a father, he is worried, sad, and heartbroken. He came to me, he said, as a last resort to get through to Angelina. What follows is the story of a father, a daughter, and a broken family.
As I told you, I think my first words to you when I asked to meet you and we met was that I was brokenhearted. Because I've been trying to reach my daughter and get her help, and I have failed. And I'm sorry, really, I haven't come forward and addressed the serious mental problems that she has spoken about so candidly to the press over the years. But I've tried behind the scenes in every way. You can be sure that's been my agenda. Because they're very serious symptoms of real problems, real illness.
What are her real problems?
Well, it's a good question. It's a question from what are her real problems?
As Jon tells it, this story begins just after Angelina was born.
And I have to say that there was an incident years ago when the children were babies. I was having difficulty with my marriage, and I had an affair. It wasn't appropriate, of course. There was a divorce. There was a lot of hurt and anger.
Though Voight left the house when Angelina was less than a year old, he says he remained a huge part of her life. Still, she seemed troubled.
I noticed some behavior in Angie when she was young, and it shocked me certain times when she was... I went on a trip with her at one point. I said, well, I'm going to go on this trip. I want to go to Japan, and I want to take Angie. I want to have time together. And she went with me, and she was almost like a ghost. She wasn't there. She wasn't the Angie I knew. She wasn't that energized person. And then I found out later that many things about the cutting. She said she cut herself. I found out some of these things in the press. Some of the more serious statements that she made.
Self-mutilation.
Yeah.
I was, trying to feel something. You look at different things. You get this romantic thing about blood, and I really hurt myself. I nearly went to the hospital. I nearly cut my jugular vein.
Have you been able to confront her at all?
Occasionally in my life I have, yeah. And those sometimes are the big eruptions.
Voight claims it was while Angelina was starring in 1999's Girl Interrupted, in which her character is in a mental hospital, that Voight tried to intervene.
I've seen Angie in tremendous pain, and she carries tremendous pain. I've seen that pain on her face. Once in New York when I went on the same mission, to be with her and try to help her and try to get her to help, she said, you can't help me. You can't help my pain. And I saw it, I said, Angie, I can't. We can get help for this. I didn't know what I was talking about that time, but I didn't know what I was looking at. But I said, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Just give me the night.
I ended up going crazy.
Just last year, Jolie gave a glimpse of how frail she could feel while telling Larry King about her sudden pre-wedding fear that Billy Bob had disappeared.
So they thought I was having a nervous breakdown from Lost, and they...
Then what happened?
They just suggested that I go under a 72-hour hold and put me in the hospital.
Though John continued to push Angelina to seek help, the pair temporarily patched things up while teaming up to shoot Tomb Raider in the fall of 2000.
I've missed you.
And I've missed you. I say I love you. I know the camera's getting this.
Oh. Hey.
We had a wonderful time. It was great. And we could say things that we weren't able ever to say to each other.
But lately, while Angelina has faced the turmoil of a failed marriage, John has had trouble getting anywhere near his daughter at a time when he believes she's most fragile. And Voight blames the people around her.
And I talk to everybody in this town. And I'm not somebody who gives up. And I looked for help. And I have to say, nobody stepped up. When the money train is running, everybody wants to be on it, and nobody wants to make adjustment. And I'm angry about that. And I'm especially angry at this manager who's been with her and has seen everything. I begged him to help me many times, and always he turned her against me. And recently I went up to her at the Paramount 90th anniversary, knew she was going to be there, wrote a couple of notes to her, tried to get to see her. She was staying away from me. I was trying desperately to see her. And I saw her at the thing. I ran up to Ange, and I ran up to give her a hug, and this guy stands in the way and puts his hand on me and says, "Hey, no, she doesn't want to see you." I tell you, Pat, I don't know what stopped me from taking care of this physically, you know? I don't know what else to do. You know, I'm trying every way I can. And now it comes, you know, to this.
According to Angelina's people, that dramatic incident at the Paramount party didn't exactly happen the way John described. They say, quote, he aggressively physically grabbed her against her will. Then Angelina's manager told John that she, quote, doesn't want to see you. Angelina then turned and walked away. Now, we contacted people who have worked closely with Angelina, and they had nothing but positive things to say about it. Descriptions like dedicated, magnificent, never late, and always knew her lines were the comments we received. We also spoke with Angelina's Tomb Raider producer, Lawrence Gordon, who in 3 weeks will be rolling the cameras for the sequel. He tells us today Angelina is training hard to carry this big budget movie on her shoulders, and, quote, we have an excellent team around her. If there was a problem, we would know it. When we come back, John Voight talks about Angelina's failed marriage to Billy Bob Thornton and makes an emotional plea.
Let Angie know that you are there for her, that you want her to get help.
Plus, what Angelina told us today about her dad.
And Britney Spears talks about nearly being run off the road by the paparazzi, about that angry gesture she made, and just how dangerous her Mexico City concert got.
The driver kept on slamming on brakes, like, you know, we slid across the road.
That's straight ahead.
Access Hollywood brought to you by Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Today's high-tech devices demand the advanced power of a high-tech battery. The new and improved Energizer E Squared with titanium technology. It's a longer-lasting, more powerful battery for even your most demanding high-tech devices. Energizer E Squared. Do you have the bunny inside?
Love comedy.
Comedy.
Everybody loves a good laugh.
Comedy movies here are the best. We got Hollywood's great movies at Walmart's low price.
We have a lot of good ones here.
I love Dumb and Dumber.
Friday.
The wedding scene.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Austin Powers. It's a baby.
Yeah, that was messed up. I like Rush Hour.
Caddyshack. Yes or no?
We have great movies on video and DVD, and all of our movies are at everyday low prices.
For great movies, Walmart's the ticket.
Tonight on TV, it's your favorite old shows cast with new stars. What you talking about, Willis? NBC debuts the rerun show at 9:30.
Boy, these are great seats, Sean. It's a perfect place to watch the Beavers.
Sure are, Jack. Not a bad seat in PGE Park.
You can say that again.
Not a bad seat in PGE Park.
It's just an expression.
I knew that.
Best seat in the park.
Except for one.
If there's a better seat, I want to sit there.
Well, it's right over there. Only problem is you've got to squat for 9 innings. You want to strap on the gear?
No way.
For tickets, call 503-224-4400 or PortlandBeavers.com. Beavers Baseball, we come to play.
Looking to buy a home or refinance? Get off to a strong head start with Bighorn Mortgage.
I would encourage anybody out there that's looking at this to use the Bighorn Mortgage.
Bighorn Mortgage. Experienced, professional customer service.
If anybody came to me and asked me about a company to use, I'd say Bighorn right away.
Bighorn Mortgage is definitely the expert in their field.
When you call Bighorn Mortgage, you're going to save money.
Don't butt heads trying to get a loan approved. Call Bighorn Mortgage at 503-224-5555.
What's for dinner? Spaghetti and meatballs. For me, meatloaf. For Dad, Gina's having mac and cheese, and you're having ham and mashed potatoes.
You don't have time for this. We do. At Old Country Buffet, we spend all day preparing your family's favorite dishes, so you don't have to. It's how everyone gets the dinner they want, and you get the time you need. Old Country Buffet. Great choice.
Welcome back. Nancy and I are glad you're with us. A few moments ago, you saw Jon Voight and heard the beginning of his story, a story of concern and anguish over his daughter, Angelina Jolie. We continue now with Jon's thoughts on her failed marriage to Billy Bob Thornton and his ever-deepening concerns for Angelina's well-being.
She can be tremendous. Look, she's my kid, and I know if she gets help, my prayer is that she'll be able to feel and to understand true love in this life.
Emotional over what he says his daughter Angelina's vulnerable state, Voight feels the breakdown of Angelina and Billy Bob Thornton's marriage has pushed Angelina close to the edge. Now he is making a plea to his estranged daughter to seek help dealing with her pain.
I really want to ask her fans, let Angie know that you are there for her, that you want her to get help, and that you will be, you send her your love continuously in this process.
It all began with such hope, the public displays of affection, the matching tattoos, the outrageous comments.
If he ever cheated on me, I would beat him to near death.
Jon says he always knew that his daughter's marriage was destined to fail.
I never had the feeling that they were going to make it because of both of their serious problems, and they've both been very public about them. So I never really held out any hope.
But Jon's biggest concern, also the smallest, his grandson Maddox, Angelina's year-old adopted baby boy.
What about Maddox, the baby?
I hadn't seen him. It was the greatest pain for me not to have been able to see the baby.
And it may be because it was Jon who tipped the world media.
I'm a grandfather today.
Without his daughter's permission, he announced at an Oscar luncheon in March of this year that Angelina had adopted the baby.
She had adopted a Cambodian baby.
The news was shocking because up until then, Angelina had gone to great lengths to keep the adoption private. The incident put even more distance between father and daughter.
I'm concerned about the child. I'm concerned about, Ange. And, I'd love to help out with the baby.
Why do you think she doesn't want to see you? What is that all about?
Well, it's because I've made it very clear to her what the situation is and the help that she needs. And and sent her a very strong message in regard to that, and she turned away from me, you know, and I've tried everything else, and I've failed, and I don't want to look back and say I didn't do everything I could.
And what do you think her reaction is going to be this?
Don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be great anger, but I don't know how to do this any better than I've been trying, but I haven't done it properly yet for her. But at least she knows that somebody's out there trying to get her help. Somebody's not going to give up. That she knows.
Her reaction. Today in a statement to Access Hollywood, Angelina told us, quote, "I don't want to make public the reasons for my bad relationship with my father. I will only say that like every child, Jamie, her brother, and I would have loved to have had a warm and loving relationship with our dad. After all these years, I've determined that it is not healthy for me to be around my father, especially now that I'm responsible for my own child."
Straight ahead, one-on-one with Britney Spears, what she has to say about her Mexico City concert, the controversy, the fallout. The answers are just moments away.
Endless meetings or endless allergies? When seasonal allergies make you miserable, Allegra can help. Only Allegra has fexofenadine, so unlike many other antihistamines, it won't make you drowsy. And Allegra gives you 24-hour relief. For people 12 and older, side effects are low and may include headache, cold, or back pain. Talk to your doctor about Allegra. We can't make you work better, but we can make you feel better at work. Non-drowsy Allegra. Real relief for real living.
At Binions, we offer the best values on eyeglasses. Right now, choose from a selection of hundreds of frames and get 2 complete pairs of glasses for just $99. Also at Binions, buy 1 pair of glasses and get any second pair of equal or lesser value free, including our best designer brands. Your free pair can even have our thin and light, slim light progressive lenses. And remember, anytime you buy 2 pairs of glasses at Binions, the second pair can be for you, a family member, or a friend. Why pay more? Save at Binions.
When my sister asked me to be her maid of honor, I was flattered. But when she wanted me to wear this fitted, strapless dress, I was horrified because I was 35 pounds overweight. That's when I called Jenny Craig.
Call 1-800-JENNY-20. It's your final week to pay per pound. You can set your own weight loss goal and pay according to the weight you want to lose, plus the cost of food.
By the wedding, I'd lost 35 pounds, and my sister wasn't the only one to begin a great new life.
Even the world's top 2 spies
Let's rock.
can use a little backup.
Not you guys!
But even the backup
What is it?
your mother is getting backup.
Are you sure you don't want me to take over the wheel?
It's funny. On August 7th.
Turn here, honey.
Spy Kids 2.
Any last words?
None that I can say in front of my children.
Rated PG. In theaters everywhere. Wednesday, August 7th.
Mom, Dad, pretty soon, someone's gonna try to get me to take drugs. Wanna do something about it? You're gonna have to make me tell you where I am and who I'm with. Every day. Don't like it? Tough. You gotta be the grown-up.
Quest urges you to talk with your kids about drugs. Give them the foundation they need to make good choices.
That was Britney Spears on Sunday, leaving the rain-soaked stage in Mexico City. And the concert there has caused quite the controversy. From the moment she landed to the moment she hit the stage, there has been fallout from fans and the media. Earlier today, I sat down with Britney, and now she clears the air about what really happened.
So you've come to us to set the record straight. Tell us what happened.
Well, honestly, the whole stage is all metal, and the stage actually got hit by lightning while we were performing, and which isn't safe at all.
I feel safer you pausing to find your exit than having you down on the B stage getting wet.
The dancers from the A stage to the B stage, there's a catwalk, and 3 of the dancers slipped on that and almost fell off the stage.
If we get a break in the weather, we're going to try to just put her on at 8:15. But if it doesn't stop raining, I'm not doing anything.
Backstage before the show, concerns were mounting about everyone's safety.
The main stage, you'd have to do your different exit. You know, it's everything we know for 6 months being changed quickly. But
That's kind of dangerous. You've gotten some criticism in that other bands have continued on at this venue during a rainstorm.
But this was not a rainstorm. This was a lightning storm. The stage actually got hit by lightning. And we had the whole stage is made out of metal. And there was no way, it wasn't safe for any of us to be out there and to be on the stage.
I'm going to
Play
go...
by ear, God will tell us what to do.
Exactly. Just, Manuela, just go for it.
Britney did perform 4 songs on the sloshing wet stage before having to stop after 35 minutes.
It's coming down in buckets, but the fans aren't leaving.
After the concert was canceled, the Mexican fans were yelling fraud. What did you feel like?
Well, I think it's kind of sad, you know. I did a show for them, you know, the night before, and I gave my all. And actually, they told us not to even go on stage at the very beginning before I even went out there. And I was like, no, we're here, you know, there's 50,000 people out there. I have to go out there and make an effort.
And I understand actually all the people who bought tickets are going to get a refund?
Yeah.
The canceled concert wasn't the only problem Britney faced in Mexico. The day she landed, she was nearly run off the road by paparazzi. You were actually afraid.
The driver kept on slamming on brakes, like, you know, we slid across the road, turning really, really fast.
Prompting her to make a gesture. That led to more fallout. Okay, let's talk about the raising of the middle finger incident.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, I wasn't flipping off my fans at all. I love my fans.
Do you regret having done it at all now?
But I'm human, you know, and I'm not the type of person I want to go out and do anything crazy. I don't think, you know, flipping your finger is not the nicest thing in the world, but I think it was just me basically protecting myself.
If you had to do it all over again, would you be holding your hand tight so it didn't happen, or would you be like, my
mom's gotten on to me. I probably wouldn't do it again.
What did your mom say to you?
It was like, what were you thinking, or why did you do that? And I'm like, Mom, and, you know, it was just happened. So
it was a moment.
Yes, it was a moment.
Now, Britney also tells me that she plans on taking the next 6 months off to spend time with family, travel, eat hot dogs, and do just what Britney wants to do. Remember, she is just 20 years old. Pat.
Good to remember. Thank you, Nancy. Coming up here, Melanie Griffith talks about how her husband, Antonio Banderas, helped her beat her addiction to prescription drugs.
Today's high-tech devices demand the advanced power of a high-tech battery. The new and improved Energizer E Squared with titanium technology. It's a longer-lasting, more powerful battery for even your most demanding high-tech devices. Energizer E Squared. Do you have the bunny inside?
Love comedy.
Comedy.
Everybody loves a good laugh.
Comedy movies here are the best. We got Hollywood's great movies at Walmart's low prices.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
We have a lot of good ones here.
I love Dumb and Dumber.
Friday.
The Wedding Singer.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Austin Powers. It's a baby.
Yeah, that was messed up. I like Rush Hour.
Caddyshack. Best in the home.
We have great movies on video and DVD, and all of our movies are at everyday low prices.
For great movies, Walmart's the ticket.
Endless meetings or endless allergies? When seasonal allergies make you miserable, Allegra can help. Only Allegra has fexofenadine, so unlike many other antihistamines, it won't make you drowsy. And Allegra gives you 24-hour relief. For people 12 and older, side effects are low and may include headache, cold, or back pain. Talk to your doctor about Allegra. We can't make you work better, but we can make you feel better at work. Non-drowsy Allegra. Real relief for real living.
Starting this Thursday, 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. at the Bedroom Superstore. Do not pay till 2004.
Make no down payment, pay no interest, and make no payments till 2004.
Do not pay till 2004.
Save on more beds, complete bedroom sets, kids' furniture, mattresses with express 2-day delivery.
And do not pay till 2004 at the Bedroom Superstore this Thursday, 9 a.m. till 9 p.m., 12 hours.
Closed captioning and other considerations for Access Hollywood provided by...
Do your lips have a thirst for diamonds? New Wet Shine Diamonds from Maybelline. Wet Look Lipstick with moisture and diamond shine pearls. A dazzling effect in 12 new shades. New Wet Shine Diamonds. Maybe she's born with this. Maybelline.
Lose the bad stuff. Keep the good stuff.
Nivea's innovative Skin Balance Cleansers selectively target dirt and impurities without harming your skin's natural balance.
Wow!
And they're the first line of cleansers that do that. New from Nivea.
Justin, my friend, you're safe.
So, Ryan Stars, the latest American Idol wannabe to get kicked off. Justin fans breathed a sigh of relief. Over 10 million watched as the viewer votes were revealed. Now there are just 6 contestants left. All will perform on Tuesday, Nancy.
That's Melanie Griffith and Antonio Banderas sitting down tonight with Diane Sawyer. The couple, who has been married for 6 years, has not always had an easy time of it. Tonight they are talking about that rough road.
I knew the minute that I met him, I knew that I had to know him. To know him.
Candid talk from Melanie Griffith and Antonio Banderas on love, their rumored marital woes, and their personal demons. An exclusive sit-down with Diane Sawyer on Primetime Thursday. They open up for the first time on how together they conquered Melanie's longtime addiction to prescription drugs.
It must have been hard. It still must have been hard for you to say something.
He was fabulous. He was amazing with me at that time, and I thank you to even...
You're right. It's hard. But that's when you get out of it, it makes you stronger.
He is extremely thoughtful about what this does to a marriage and about her and about their family. And I think it's fair to say at the end of this, you will not say this is a couple breaking up.
You can catch all of Diane's interview with Melanie and Antonio tonight on Primetime Thursday at 10 p.m. on ABC.
A different show tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
On the next Access Hollywood, happy birthday, Arnold.
Pat, come over here.
I'm first on the set of T3 to celebrate with the Terminator himself.
You're older than I am.
It's supposed to be a picture of me. I'm not older. Well,
you're older than I am.
Remember, that's a robot talking.
No. You're 7 years older than I am.
Then the real-life Signs with Mel's sci-fi thriller about to invade theaters. We separate fact from fiction.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong once before in my life.
Supernatural phenomenon or super hoaxes.
So, you still rolling? All right, come on, we've got to see it.
You be the judge. Until next time, thanks for watching. Be safe, and good night, everybody.